Yeah, if you ain't talking about that large money, then that conversation ain't at all for me. Too many niggas satisfied with just call money. A new chain, couple bottles at the bar money. We need that. 2 acres for the yard money. Diversified portfolios and bond money. Pull a few strings, that guitar money. Try to run up on me? Nah, money. Getting at it from the AM to the PM. Smooth fat boy, that's a door by your BM. They love it when they see him. We still in the hood, but we on top like the alternators in the GMs. You feeling this?
Thank you for tuning in to G5 Jeff TV. Follow your boy on Instagram and Twitter at BoxingFirst Now, should Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin go right into their trilogy fight and scrap their preliminary fights? Of course, with this whole coronavirus and COVID-19 situation, it's just no live sports, and everything is getting postponed, canceled, pushed back. And the original plan was supposed to be Gennady Golovkin fight his mandatory in Zerameta, and Canelo Alvarez was supposed to fight Billy Joe Saunders May 2nd. Now, as far as the question is concerned, I do think that Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin should just go right into their trilogy. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, DAZN has invested hella dollars into Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. And part of the reason why they invested hella dollars in these two is so they can get a trilogy fight between Canelo and Triple G. The last thing DAZN needs is for Canelo Alvarez or Gennady Golovkin to either A, get injured, or B, get upset in their preliminary bouts before the trilogy. Second thing, with this coronavirus and COVID-19 situation, people are going to be dying for live boxing. So this fight is going to actually get more attention than it probably would have got prior to the coronavirus situation, because don't get me wrong, it's a really good fight, but it wasn't a fight that people were saying like, yo, I have to see it. It's not the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder trilogy, like you have to see it to see what happens. It's not a lot of people actually saying that about this particular fight, so it'd be good timing as well for them to actually do the trilogy. Now, as far as the fighters that was involved with the original plan, as far as Triple G's mandatory, like, he's not a bum. Zerameta is not a bum at all. And the way Triple G looked in his fight against Sergey Derevianchenko, that should scare the hell out of not only Triple G's team, but DAZN in terms of an upset happening. Now, we're not saying that Zerameta is on Sergey Derevianchenko's level. Sergey Derevianchenko is a damn good fighter. And I know after that fight, I know Triple G and his team said that he was extremely sick going into that fight, which may be true. I'm not going to sit up here and lie. It may be true. But at the end of the day, they ain't got nothing to do with Sergey Derevianchenko. He went in there and fought his heart out even after an early cut. So, that being Triple G's last fight, Zerameta is nothing to sleep on. So, to be honest, for the sake of the trilogy, they can pay Zerameta some step aside money and basically tell the winner of Canelo Alvarez and Triple G that they have to fight Zerameta next. They can make an arrangement like that and get the actual mandatory out of the way in terms of Triple G's mandatory. Now, that leads us to Billy Joe Saunders, who was supposed to be Canelo Alvarez's opponent May 2nd. Now, Billy Joe Saunders is way too dangerous. He's way too dangerous. Like, I don't like the way he's looked in his last two fights. It just seems like he's just not himself. I don't know what it is, but he was on the road to losing you know, in his last fight. And I don't know if it's a situation where he's just fighting down to the level of his competition, but of course for Canelo, you don't fight a Billy Joe Saunders where you got a Triple G waiting. And when it comes down to it, I think Billy Joe Saunders should fight Triple G's mandatory Zerameta in an actual undercard fight on this actual card. I think that'd be a really, really good idea. And it'll keep Zerameta busy. It'll keep Billy Joe Saunders busy. It will keep their names basically in connection with Canelo Alvarez and Triple G. And then whoever wins that fight, you know, they can just still take those fights on after the trilogy. But you can't take those fights if you're Canelo Alvarez and Triple G prior to the trilogy. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.